As always, just let me know if I'm going too fast. So, what is the solution to the inequation? Absolute value of 2x plus 3 bigger than or equal to 5. The way we would have done it ourselves is gone 2x plus 3 equals to 5, and then 2x plus 3 equals to negative 5, and then 2x equals 2, x equals 1, 2x equals negative 8, x equals negative 4, and then number line, negative 4, 1, you would have tested x equals 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. Is that bigger than 5? No, that wouldn't have worked. They're running away. The answer is C. Some of you, those who have memorized the way the inequalities work, great. You might have been able to see C straight away. Otherwise, that's the way we've been doing it, and that will not fail you. So that's it. Okay. A curve is defined parametrically by the equations x equals cos theta and y equals 1 on sine theta. What is the Cartesian equation of the curve? Now, technically, not in the syllabus. We'll just say that with like inverted commas, technically. But at the same time, I would just put this in to just go, okay, here, solve simultaneously, let's say, and see who can actually get it out. So maybe it's a little bit more advanced, but who cares? Let's see who can actually get this out. So any ideas? Yeah.
Could you send the PDF?
Yeah. Do you want it right now?
Yeah, so we can write it on.
Done. All right. Hold on. And I'll send it to you after it's done as well. So with all of the answers that are right.
Thank you.
Make a copy of it now so I can, when I press. Okay. Yep. So what do we think? Stefan, how do I make, okay, so the idea here is you want to make x's and y's, as you can see, right? No theta. What relationship do you know between cos theta and sine theta?
Cos squared plus sine squared equals 1.
Okay, can you somehow use that?
Not really.
You think so?
Oh, you could.
What does cos theta equal to?
Cos theta?
Yeah.
Sine minus 1. Or
No,
1 minus sine.
in this case.
Oh, x.
X. So isn't that just going to become x squared?
Yeah.
What does sine theta equal to?
Sine theta.
Yep.
Y squared.
Ooh, no.
What? Sine theta.
It's not y squared. Sine theta would equal to 1 minus y.
Oh, yeah.
Rearrange that, bring that over. And the answer is
D.
D. Why is it D?
No, it's C.
Why is it C?
Because you got to take the negative out.
But then when you take a negative, wait. The answer is D. The reason being, what's 3 take away 2 squared? What is 2 take away 3 squared?
Same thing.
Same thing. It actually doesn't matter if you square the other way around. They're the same thing.
All right.
So there you go. That was an interesting simultaneous question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like I said, technically not in the syllabus, but technically it is because you've done this. It's just a bit more advanced to what you're used to, but that's how these work now. let's go again. Any questions? What is the domain and range of this? Okay, does anyone remember what the domain and range of the original inverse cos was?
The 0 to pi?
0 to, what was it? 0 to pi? What was it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 0 to pi. And?
-1 to 1.
-1 to 1. Good. So your range hasn't changed, has it? Right? Because there's nothing that's multiplied here. So you know it's not C, and you know it's not A. Do you agree with that? Then you guys know that all we did with our domains was that we replaced 1 minus x for the x value. So it looks like this: -1 less than or equal to 1 minus x less than or equal to 1. What do we do to everything to solve for x? I would personally subtract 1 from everything first. And then obviously you would divide everything by -1, which means D is the answer. All good with that? Aya, happy?
Yeah.
Would you have done everything I just did up here?
Yeah.
1 minus x, subtracted 1, and then realized, oh yeah, crap, that's a negative, divide it, change the sign, because you got to change your inequality sign, and then obviously, yeah, 0 and 2. Okay, next one. If tan alpha equals 0.5, tan beta equals 3, what is tan beta minus alpha? Anyone remember the expansion to this? Tan beta minus tan alpha on 1 plus tan beta, tan alpha. No formula sheets. Right, we don't rely on formula sheet. Tan beta is 3 minus half on 1 plus 3 times a half. 2.5 over 2.5. So it looks like the answer is C. Okay. Any questions there? And I hope you're starting to realize, yeah, you pretty much need to know a bit of everything, right? That's how your prelims are going to be. There's no, you can't really stall. You got to know your stuff off the bat. So here's another one: polynomials, or your further curve sketching. The diagram shows the graph of y equals a, x plus b, x plus c, x plus d squared. Now, of course, it just says what are the possible values of a, b, and c and d, a, b, c, and d. I think we can definitely do D straight away and C and B. So what would D equal to?
-1, right?
-1. Why do you say that?
Because
when you solve it,
yeah,
you get 1. Good. Yeah. Everyone understand that? So this would be x minus 1 squared. So when you solve it, you get x equals +1. Right? So the factor is x minus 1. Good job. So D equals -1. You know, and already that cancels out these two. And then from that, because remember, you're in multiple choice world, right? So why do you want to go work out B and C? It's already done. They're the same. Look, B's there, B's there, C's there, C's there. All you're interested in now is the A. Would A be -3 or -1/2? Okay, well, I don't think we know. Does anyone know the answer straight away by just going, oh, it's -3 or -1/2? Can anyone actually work it out? No, I don't really think you can. I think the best thing is to do this. You've got this, right? You already know the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 3. So when x is 0, y needs to equal to 3. And that's what you would have found. So x is 0. That is -6. So 3 equals -6a, which obviously means a is -1/2. So x and y intercepts, of course you're going to use it. Any questions there? No. We haven't done those particle ones just yet. All right, number 7. Anyone remember what alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to?
Negative B on A.
Negative B on A, which is +4 on 2, which is 2. And what about alpha, beta, gamma? Minus
D
B,
on A?
C.
Oh, wait,
Negative
-D on
B.
A.
Yeah, careful. -6 on 2, which is -3. And then, of course, sub it in. -3 times 2, -6. Get yourself a mark. These will be your exams. This is how they're going to look. A little bit of everything. Any questions? But it won't be hard. Your prelims are not meant to be hard. They're just meant to have everything. All right, here we go. Another one. The diagram shows the population at time t. We kind of should know what kind of graph this is by just the shape of it. I think we can all agree it's an e to the negative kt because they're all the same. E negative kt. And then you've pretty much got you've got the asymptote that's at 1,000. And then you've got this going up at 2,000. So the best thing, because they're so close, all of them, and you might get something wrong, why not take your time and just go, okay, what I know the y-intercept is at 2,000. Why not sub in time equals 0 into each one until you get your population being 2,000, right? So if time is 0 for this one, this becomes e to the 1, e0 is 1, 1,000 plus 1,000 is 2,000. That could work. This one would be 2,000 minus 1,000. That cannot work. This one, 2,000 plus 1,000. That will also not work. 3,000 minus 1,000. That could work, right? So now we've got 2 potential cases. The next case I would look at would be, of course, the fact that if you had e to the negative kt, right? So so the fact that that's negative compared to a positive, that's the only thing I'm looking at. So negative e negative kt, negative e negative kt compared to a e negative kt. All right, let's have a look at each one. E negative kt looks like this. Negative e negative kt looks like this. I think from that we already know which one the answer is, yeah? It can't be this one. It's got to be A. And what's the third reason for it being A?
The asymptote is at 1,000.
The fact that it's been shifted up 1,000. Yeah, the asymptote's been shifted up 1,000. That's it. So there's 3 reasons there. If you just take your time, you'll get it out. Just take your time slowly and work through it, and there shouldn't be a problem there. All right, number 9. 7 women and 7 men are to be seated at a round table. How many different ways can they be seated if women and men alternate? I think we kind of know the answer to these by now. But let's just look at them real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I hate doing that all the time. Okay. So one person sits down, and then, of course, there would be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of the other gender, and there'll be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of the other. So that would be 6 times 7 factorial ways. What is the coefficient of x cubed? Again, we haven't done this just yet, but yeah, we haven't done it just yet. That's okay. But super easy. When I do it, you guys will get it. Don't worry about that. No dramas there. Consider the polynomial. P of x equals this. Show that x equals 2 is a 0. Oh, so easy. P of 2, 2 cubed plus 6, 2 squared minus 2 minus 30. You might actually find extension 1 revision easier than advanced because there's less content. And then you just showed it became 0. Find the other zeros. You could do long division, but because we're here and we've got the time, I'm going to just recap synthetic division. I know some of you said that you have seen me do it, some of you haven't. So we'll just do it through synthetic division instead of long division. So we know the answer, right? We know the answer is meant to be x cubed plus 6x squared minus x minus 30. And because I know that it's all fully divisible, or find all the zeros, which means that this is it doesn't have any remainders, I can do it this way pretty quickly. X multiplied by something to get you x cubed. X multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by something to get you negative 30. Because the only way you're going to get x cubed and negative 30 is by x multiplied by the first term and then negative 2 multiplied by the last term. That's the only way you're going to ever get these two. To get 6x squared, there's a few things that are going to expand, right? Think about it. This is going to be a quadratic, so it's going to be x times by this x. We don't know what the number in front is, so we're going to call that, let's say, a. So ax squared. For those who in 4 unit, they can think about equating coefficients. Exact same technique. Minus 2 x squared, right, would equal to 6. And then, of course, a must equal to 8. And you're done. I didn't have to use long division. If you want to double check it, let's double check it with the fact that it's meant to be x's, if my x's will equate. So how would you get x's? You would get x's by going x times 15. So that's 15. You would get x's by doing minus 2 times 8, which is negative 16. And if you've done it right, that should equal to negative 1. And it does. So you can, for those who know synthetic by now, good, you can do it. You might be able to do it fast. And long division otherwise works perfectly. You can do that. Anyone want me to go through that again, though? And then find the other zeros. Plus 5, plus 3, so minus 5, minus 3. Anyone want me to actually go through the synthetic? Or are we okay to do it just long division if we don't know it? Or those who can do synthetic, they're happy with that. All good? All good, all good. Okay. Consider the function. F of x equals 1 on 2x plus 1. Find the domain of f of x. Okay. What's the domain? Just so you guys remember, this is from the hyperbola family. But yeah, what's the domain?
It's all real x except a half. Wait, no, wait. Is that right? I'm not too sure. Is it a half or is it 0? It's a half, right? No, it's negative half. Yeah, I guess. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Very important. Very important. See that lost you a mark. You know, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I was rushing. My bad.
All real x except x equals negative half. So it can be everything. It just can't be negative half because the bottom will give you 0. So that's not good. All right. For what values of x is the function greater than 1? What would you do? How would you guys do B? What values of x is f of x greater than 1? Any ideas? Super simple. What would you have done? For what values of x is f of x bigger than 1? For me, I just go, well, that's f of x. That's f of x. Just make it greater than 1 and solve. Bang. That's it. So 1 equals 2x plus 1. 0 equals 2x. X equals 0. So then you want to test it. Let's just say you've got your number line. There's your 0. Pick a point. Let's say if you picked 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Is 1 over 3 bigger than 1? No. So as long as x is less than 0, something's gone wrong, hasn't it? It sounds weird. All right, that's fine. We accept it. As long as x is less than 0, your f of x function is going to be greater than 1. Of course. Wait, greater than 1? I just said less than 0 because you still got the negative half. Good question, Mr. Drake. Okay, so if I look, a few things I hope you would have done as well here, right? You would have realized it's a hyperbola family. We've already worked out that it's negative half. So in your head, you're somehow thinking of this, and if not, you would have drawn it. Sorry, negative 1 over 2, right? Negative half. Then you know that it's just a basic hyperbola, so it's going to look something like this. You know that when x is 0, y is equal to 1. Okay, some stuff is starting to make more sense now. We'll draw it out. So when would for what values of x would this f of x be greater than 1? If I had just said x is less than 0, I just got it wrong, didn't I? Because it's from